Hello, everyone. Now I will show you how to set up your Belkin router. And before starting, if this video helps, please support me. I donate half of all donations to shelters. You can find more details in the description below. First, turn on the router. Take the power adapter. Plug the power adapter into an outlet. And connect the other end into the router. When the router is powered on, the light will turn on. It may take a few minutes for it to completely turn on. Next, connect the cable from your internet provider or from your modem to the internet port. This port is often labeled WAN and typically has a unique color. Each cable should be inserted until there is a click. You now need to reset the router to its factory settings. Press and hold the router's reset button for 10 seconds. Wait for the indicator lights on the router to begin flashing. Sometimes, this button is located inside the router casing to prevent accidental presses. In this case, use a thin object to press it down. The router will restart and all the settings will be reset to the original factory defaults. Plug one end of the Ethernet cable supplied with the router into an Ethernet port. Plug the other end of the cable into your computer's Ethernet port. Please wait a few minutes for connection. The router is connected to your computer. Now you will need to set it up. But first, I'll show you another way to connect the router if you don't have an Ethernet cable or your computer doesn't have an Ethernet port. Connect the router to the power source and plug in the cable from your internet provider. This will enable Wi-Fi. If your router is new, your Wi-Fi network name will be the name of the router. Your router has its own Wi-Fi network name and password printed on a label. Connect to it. Great, you've connected to the router. Now let's start setting it up. First, open your web browser and visit the URL you see on the screen. Use the URL bar instead of the search bar. At the very beginning, you will see a form to enter the password. Usually, it is admin or leave the field empty. If these credentials are wrong, then find label on your router. The credentials are often printed on the bottom of the device. If none of this works, it means that your router has already been configured and someone has changed the login and password. If you can't find out the login credentials, just reset the router to factory settings. And then log into the router's personal cabinet using the standard credentials. If your router settings do not look like mine, it means that your router has a different firmware. I made a video for every firmware type. You can find all the links in the description down below. I want to warn you right away that there are many firmware versions and they may differ slightly. But don't worry, you will succeed, just watch the video and follow the instructions. So, on the first page, right here, you can choose the language of the router. I will leave it as English. Now you need to define your connection type. To do this, click this button. Next, the router will check for a new firmware version. If a new firmware is available, I recommend updating it to the latest version. On the next page, you can change the name and password of your Wi-Fi network. Here, change the name. And here, change the password. The password must be at least 8 characters long. To save the settings, click this button. Wait about half a minute for the settings to be applied. If you were connected to the router via Wi-Fi, reconnect to the network using the new settings. Next, click this button. In the future, if you want to change the name and password of your Wi-Fi network again, you can do it here. Open the Advanced Settings menu. Go to the Network Name section. In this field, you can change the name. Then don't forget to save the settings. To change the password, go to the Security tab. And in this field, change the password. Again, don't forget to save the settings. Now let's set a password for logging into the router's admin panel. To do this, go back to the main menu by clicking here. Go to Advanced Settings. Open the System Settings section. In the first field, enter your current password. If there was no password set at the beginning of the setup, just leave this field empty. In the second and third fields, enter your new password. Here you can configure the login timeout. This setting determines how long your session in the router's admin panel will remain active when you're not using it. For example, if you set the timeout to 10 minutes and you don't interact with the interface during that time, the system will automatically log you out. This feature helps protect your router from unauthorized access in case you leave your computer unattended while logged in. Once you've made all the changes, click the Save button. Now check if the internet is working. Just try Googling something. If there's no internet connection, you need to try cloning your MAC address. To do this, log into the router's admin panel using your new password. Go to Advanced Settings. Open the MAC address menu. Click the Clone button. To save the settings, click the Save button. Wait 1 minute for all the settings to be applied. Now you need to reboot the router. To do this, go to the Restart Router menu. And click the Restart Router button. Wait a couple of minutes for the router to fully reboot. Now check if the internet is working. Just try Googling something. If the internet still doesn't work, at this point you need to call your internet provider. They will tell you exactly what type of connection you need and what additional parameters to set. That's all. If my video was useful, please support my work. I donate half of all donations to shelters. You can find more details in the description below.